Everybody, I'm out here today. I'm going to show everybody how to do a dirt hole set when you're trapping. I'm going to flip the camera around right here. So what I got going right now, this is a trap. I'm going to pull it right back up. It's not trapping season right now, but I figured I'd show everybody what's going on how to do it. So I got a Bridger 1 1/4 right here. It's a kind of medium sized small trap, good for fox, coons. You can catch some coyotes in it. You can catch bobcats for sure. It's a little too cool trap right there. And I got my driver. It's a good long driver. That way you can make sure you get your anchors nice and deep. Got my hammer. And what's cool about it, it's got a little shovel on the back end, so there's no need to carry an extra shovel in to dig your holes. And then I got my anchor puller. Like I said, I'm gonna pull right back out of the ground after I'm done. It's not trapping season right now, but anybody that would love to invest in one of these, definitely recommend it. I don't know if anybody's ever tried pulling them out by hand. Not very easy, but if you get one of these, I promise you, you will have no trouble. Everything comes right out. But I'm going to get the camera flipped back around and get started. Right there's where I'm going to do it. I dug a little grass up, and we'll get started. Alright, so first off, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off by digging me a little hole right here. Doesn't have to be nothing too deep, but make sure you give yourself plenty of room to bed your trap. Just kind of drag it back, because you're going to save some of this dirt to kind of make it blend in. And you can smash it down a little bit. Give it a nice good bed right there. Make this a little bit wider. Now a lot of times it's definitely good to use your gloves when doing all this, but like I said, I'm going to be pulling this right back up, so I'm not too worried about scent control right now. So once you get that done, you're going to get your trap. You don't need to set it yet. Go ahead and get your driver. Set that on there nice and good. Make sure everything is how it's supposed to be. It's kind of best to go a little bit at an angle. So I just got it started right there. Once you get started, just drive it on down. And once you get it down, I kind of knock it loose, give it a little shake, pops right out. And it's good to kind of tug on it a little bit, get that anchor started, because sometimes they won't, hook when they're down on the ground. But after you get that done, go ahead and set your trap. Now some people like to do it with their hands. I can do it with my hands, but I prefer using my feet. It tends to be a little bit easier sometimes. So you can see, I got my Crocs on, so I'm not really prepared for nothing major. Push it down. Bring your dog up. Now these have a little latch on them. You almost can't see it, but I hold this up. It'll have a little click to it when it sets. Right there. I don't know if y'all was able to hear it or not, but there it's set. Nice flat pan. And once you get that done, take your hammer, kind of pound you a little hole right there. That way you have room for some of your chain. Because you want your trap to be as flat as possible. So make it a little deeper. Alright, so once you get that done, you can go ahead and put your hole. Now usually it's good to have some kind of backing right here, such as like a log or something. You can take a small tree limb if you want, but go kind of at an angle and just start. Give it a good little twist, kind of break that ground up, pull it back out, and set this dirt to the side, because like I said, you're going to use some of this dirt to cover your track back up. Got my dog creeping up on me right here. But you want to try to make this pretty deep. And use it too, I mean, now with these, you can't really make as big a hole as easy as you would like a little shovel. But this does good. You know, you put it, like I said, get as deep as you possibly can, pretty much, to where you can't see the bottom. And just use it to kind of work it around. Make that hole a little bit bigger. I have to kind of dig this out with my fingers, but usually you can kind of bust it up against your boot or something like that. But now I got my set right there, so I'm just going to set this. And remember, you got all this chain. That's the big reason why I put a little hole right here in the center. And drop it down. And make sure you get a good solid set. So actually I need to open this up just a little bit more. So I can get a better sit in it. Alright, so I got that. Let's see how that is. Alright, so that's better. Now once I got that in there, I'm going to take some of this dirt and just try to pack it in pretty tight. Now if you can get your own dirt, you know, get it something that's pretty dry, that's good to have too. But right now it's really dry everywhere, so the ground, the dirt is pretty dry. It's better to have a little bit of moist in your dirt when it comes to packing, just because it makes it more sturdy. You know, you don't want your trap to move at all. I can usually do this a lot faster, but like I said, this dirt is really dry, so it kind of makes it hard to pack everything nice and tight. It's a hot day out here too. Dirt and put some right here in the back. Now try to keep your jaws pretty clean, because you don't want anything to get in your way of possibly not trapping whatever animal steps in it. So that's probably, I mean, it's still a little loose, but you know, trapping season will be a lot easier. But that's good enough for now. Usually once you get it set, you want to be able to kind of tap on it and not have any movement. You don't want no vibration, nothing, because when these animals step on the trap, they feel any kind of movement, so you don't really want that to happen. But once you get that done, then you come, I like to use peat moss. You can see it's nice and dry. You can see the dust. I like to sift it out a few times before I use it, and then I've been letting this stuff dry for a while now. So you just want to, cover it up. Now I don't have, at the moment, I didn't get no cotton balls, but it's good to put a couple cotton balls under it. And that helps keep dirt and stuff getting gummed up under your pan. Because if that pan gets gummed up, I mean, you can put all kinds of pressure on it, it won't set off. So, but I'm just going to spread this on here really good. Put a nice, kind of heavy. And then once you get comfortable with your traps, you kind of know how much pressure that you can actually use. And you just smooth that out the best you can and kind of make it look as natural as possible. Now usually, once you get this part done, you want to try to make it, like I said, you want to make it look natural as possible. So I would typically take the dirt that I collected. Now this isn't good dirt, it's got grass and stuff in it, but you can take it, you can break it up and put it in your sifter, and you just kind of just spread it around, make it look natural. And then of course you got your hole right here. Alright, I'm gonna give you a little better look. So here's my set. Right there's the hole. I kind of made it bigger. It's not, see right here is my pan. So it's good to have, a good 4 inches or so. Some people like 6. But that's usually about good, because you gotta think they're gonna be working right here at the hole. So they're gonna, you want them to step right there. But you're gonna put, your bait and stuff down in here. And then of course you're gonna have some kind of backing. It's good to, depending on where you set, if you're setting on a trail or something, you might want to put maybe a couple tree limbs or something on each side, kind of guide them to where you want them to go. And then from there, like I said, you got your backing, you put your lures and stuff up there and all your baits and stuff down the hole. And I also have some sheep's wool. I just keep it in a little baggie, because I don't need the whole bag at one time. But when you're all done putting your bait and stuff in there, you put that sheep's wool because it kind of makes it look more natural, like something dead was actually put in there. But and that's it, and once something comes along, you got something coming up through here, he's gonna come up, put his pressure, boom, caught. It's like that. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be pulling this trap right back up. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to use these anchor drivers. So, what you do, you got your hook right here. Take it down, hook it right there in that loop where your anchor starts. And you just kind of pry it up. Now, the further you get it, I definitely recommend pulling it closer to you, because the steeper you get the pull, just look how easy it comes out. So that's why I recommend using these. And there it is. There's no trouble to it. Come right out of the ground. And that's it for this video.